It doesn't have neon signs or auction blocks. It doesn't shout. It whispers. Behind the noise of everyday life, a quiet economy thrives, one that trades not in products, but in people. Every day across continents, someone disappears. A suitcase left unpacked, a phone switched off, a promise unanswered, and somewhere else a door locks, sealing a life inside a business no one admits exists. We call it human trafficking. But those words sound sterile, bureaucratic, safe. What it really is a market. A system built on supply and demand. On one side, desperation. On the other, desire. It's not new. History is soaked in it. From ships that crossed oceans centuries ago to the digital backrooms of the modern world. The method changes, but the principle doesn't. If there's profit in control, someone will find a way to sell it. The United Nations estimates nearly 50 million people are trapped in modern slavery today. More than half are women and girls. And while statistics turn people into numbers, every number is a person. Someone who once had plans, laughter, and a home. When I first learned about it, I imagined hidden villages or secret warehouses. But the truth is simpler and darker. It happens in plain sight, in hotels, on social media, in workplaces that look legitimate from the outside. That's the market's real genius. It hides behind normalcy. Because if you don't see it, you don't stop it. And if you don't stop it, it grows. Every sale begins with a story, and every story begins with hope. A woman in Eastern Europe receives a job offer abroad. A teenager in South Asia is promised a film audition. A refugee in Africa is told there's domestic work waiting overseas. Each promise carries the same hidden weight. Trust me. But what starts as opportunity quickly turns into ownership. Passports disappear for safekeeping. Contracts change. Wages vanish. Threats replace words. It's called the pipeline, a chain of recruitment, transport, and exploitation. No single villain, but hundreds of hands, each playing a role. Some lure, some move, some buy, some silence. And yet, if you ask those involved, most will tell you they were just doing their job. That's how systems survive, by dividing guilt into pieces too small to hold. One investigator told me, it's not the bars or chains that trap them, it's the debt, the fear, the shame. It's invisible. And that invisibility is the perfect disguise, because the world doesn't rally for what it can't see. When we talk about trafficking, we focus on the sellers. But the question we almost never ask is, who buys? It's easier to imagine monsters, faceless figures lurking in shadows. The truth is worse. The buyers often look ordinary. They have families, jobs, reputations. Some wear suits, some wear uniforms. They exist in every country, on every income level. They justify it in whispers. It's just business. It's not my fault. But every purchase reinforces the system. Every transaction, a vote for someone else's suffering. Economists explain that no market survives without demand. But morality doesn't need numbers to make that point. As long as there are people willing to pay for power, there will be someone willing to sell it. Law enforcement tries to follow the money, and the trail leads to encrypted chat rooms, private auctions, and coded listings that read like online stores. Each post a life disguised in plain sight. Each click a decision that turns a person into property. It's not ancient cruelty, it's modern convenience, and that's what makes it so terrifying. Amid the silence, there are voices that refuse to fade, survivors who escaped and chose to fight instead of hide. There's the woman in Manila who became a cyber task force leader, hunting the very criminals who once trapped her. There's the journalist in Nigeria who risked death threats to expose the trafficking networks hidden in beauty pageants. There's the rescue worker in Romania who uses the same smuggling routes to bring victims home. Their courage is not cinematic, it's exhausting. Every raid is dangerous, every story comes with trauma, but they keep going because every person saved reminds them why it matters. One survivor told me, "They took everything from me, my name, my body, my voice. So I took my voice back. And through those voices, the truth spreads. Helplines ring, borders tighten, investigations open. But for every life freed, dozens remain unseen. That's the hardest part. Victory and heartbreak live side by side. The fight isn't about numbers. It's about refusing to forget." The secret market doesn't work like a mafia movie. It's not run by one powerful group. It's a network, sprawling, shifting, feeding off everything we ignore. Corruption protects it. Technology hides it. Indifference fuels it. Traffickers use legitimate trade routes, fishing boats, airlines, freight trucks, because those systems already exist. They exploit the same globalization that connects the rest of us. If supply chains move goods, they can move people. Experts say that organized crime and legitimate business sometimes blur. The same companies that make our clothes or electronics have been linked to forced labor in their supply lines. We don't see the faces behind our convenience. That's how the system survives. We outsource suffering. It's easy to think, "That's not me." But every cheap product, every unverified online ad, every click can feed a machine that treats humans as resources. We are all closer to it than we want to believe. In every dark network, there's a light fighting to break through. Small organizations across the globe, many started by survivors themselves, are rewriting what freedom means. They teach women skills, rebuild confidence, restore identity. They create businesses that hire survivors, not exploit them. They use data and AI to track online trafficking patterns faster than the criminals can adapt. These are the modern abolitionists, and they don't wear capes. They wear exhaustion, empathy, and relentless will. One rescuer in India said something that still echoes in my mind. "You can't save everyone, but for the one you do, it's an entire world returned." That's what keeps them going. And maybe that's what should keep us going too. Because the truth isn't meant to make us feel hopeless, it's meant to make us act. When we talk about the secret market where women are sold, it's easy to imagine it as distant, something foreign, something over there. But every market needs buyers, and buyers live among us. Maybe the real secret is not how hidden it is, but how normal it's become to look away. We scroll past headlines, change the channel, move on, and every time we do, we let the market breathe another day. The mirror isn't showing us evil men in shadows. It's showing us a world that values profit over people. And the reflection staring back is ours. This market doesn't survive because it's powerful. It survives because it's profitable. And profit only ends when people stop paying attention. So maybe the most radical act we can take isn't outrage, it's awareness, listening, supporting survivors, demanding transparency, refusing to be numb. Because the opposite of being sold isn't just freedom, it's being seen. So the next time someone says, "That market doesn't exist," remember this, it does. And its only camouflage is our silence.